You're tuned to CBC Radio 1 in Toronto.
Here now.
It's 4:51. I'm Jane Houghton. Even if you're a foodie, you read the restaurant reviews, you pay attention to food in this city, there are still going to be some places that you only find out about through word of mouth. Our food columnist Sarah Elton is here to tell us about one of those places. It's a restaurant tucked away in Scarborough. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Jane.
So what is this place?
Well, it's a takeout restaurant called Babu, and they sell Sri Lankan food. And I heard about it through word of mouth, through family members, and they're diehard fans. And if they hadn't told me about it, I don't think I ever would have found it, because it's in a Scarborough Industrial Plaza near McCowan and Shepherd, and it is tucked around the back. You cannot see it from the road. And I'm sure the regulars would like to keep it a secret. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because Babu is always busy, and I mean really, really busy. There's always a lineup. On Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m., there were 12 people there lined up at least. The lineup was moving quickly, but if more people go, they'll have to wait longer for their food.
Okay, so tell me more about this, because I'm not sure I know what Sri Lankan food is.
The staples are Sri Lankan. They make hoppers. It's like a pancake, but it's shaped in a bowl or a basket shaped, and you eat it. You can have an egg cracked inside, and you eat it with spicy curries. They have many fish curries. Fish curries are very, very traditional in Sri Lanka. Shrimp. They have mutton curry. They make South Indian specialties as well, like idli, which is a little rice. Pancakey dosa. They make masala dosa, which is a giant pancake that's filled with masala potatoes, and you eat it with a soupy curry called sambar. I've eaten their masala dosa. Yes, it's very good. I've also eaten a few of their other curries there, including the butter chicken, and I also read online that people really like their butter chicken, and that was good. Now, it's all very spicy, but I can do it, and I was not raised on spicy food, so I'm not as tolerant as someone who grew up eating the Sri Lankan food, which is very known for being extremely spicy.
But it sounds like they have lots of choices.
They do. There are at least a dozen dishes at the counter at one time, plus, a dozen or so staff behind the counter serving all the people. The dishes don't stay full for very long. When I was there, I was watching them just empty quickly because people love the food. And you know a place serves good food when you go there, and I pull out my microphone, and then someone comes up and starts volunteering to talk to you. So one of these people was a man named, coincidentally, Babu Nagalingam, that's his last name, and he came to me and he started to rave. He's from Etobicoke, he plays soccer nearby, and he told me he came in to buy one item, and he came out with several bags of food, $60 worth, and he explained that to me why he goes out of his way to eat.
I come here because of the food, tastes good, more clean. I always buy more than I planned originally. But this place is very unique in terms of tasty and a very cultural food. So it makes me come back here every time. This is only, you could name it about a few places. They follow exactly traditionally how they cook in back home. This is one of them. We call this a kottu roti. It's a traditional food. Amazing. Here they make a little spicy, extra gravy. It kills me every time when I eat. It kills me. It's spicy. I sweat like crazy, but I eat it. I still love it.
Well, my husband's Guyanese, so we know about the spicy food, but who's behind this restaurant?
A man named Babu Rajakulasingham, and he has a very interesting story. He came to Canada in 1987 from Jaffna in Sri Lanka in the north, and he worked in a bank when he got here. But he soon left that job and he bought the restaurant. And he describes this as an accident because he did not know anything about cooking. His background was in the financial industry, but he needed to find a way, as many new immigrants do, to support a family, and he went into restaurants. So he opened in 1993, and he did not do very well. He was so close to the line that he had to cook and deliver the food.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he tried to sell the restaurant. He put an ad in the newspaper, but nobody bought it, so he had to keep on going. He had no choice. And then very slowly, and he says it was like a slow burn, things started to become more popular. They really picked up about 8 years ago, and eventually he became very successful with a very devoted clientele. And now they've opened a second location in Markham as well. And what's interesting is that as the restaurant has grown, the food has grown too. He started making string hoppers, and as they grew, the food changed too. Like now they make Chinese food and ma goreng, which is a classic noodle dish. So this is because Sri Lankans have lived all over the world. The Sri Lankan diaspora has such an international palate that they demanded that here when they came from their local Sri Lankan restaurant as well.
And is it the kind of place where you go and eat in as well, or do most people come and take out?
No, it's completely takeout. It's a one long counter, people working behind as quickly as possible to get you your food, and then off you go.
And can you just point if you're not sure what you should have?
Absolutely. I mean, I think many people, if you're not Sri Lankan, they have also a very large Indian clientele and Pakistani, they tell me, but if you don't happen to be of that background and you don't know the food, yes, point and eat.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sarah Elton is our food columnist. She's also the author of a new book called Locavore. We'll post all the information about how to find this place online after the show, so you can go to cbc.ca/Toronto and then look under today's show and the information